Hello beautiful people, welcome to another episode on The Scoop right here on Extra O with yours truly, Jamie Chris. And if I'm here, you know what it is, right? Yep, I'm here to tell you stories that trended in the entertainment industry in Ghana and beyond. And in this week's story, we are talking Mr. Eazi and Burna Boy headlining the Coachella Festival. Also, Wizkid being featured on Beyonce's new album. We are also going to talk about Sarkodie and Strongman split that everybody is talking about. And also, Shatta Wale is in the news again, and what? He is blasting two people. We will get into the stories when I come back. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can get all of our updates every week. And we have more new shows coming up. I'll give you all the details after the show. Be right back. Welcome back, guys. So this year's Coachella Festival, which is the music and art festival, was held in California at the Empire Polo Club. And guess which two African artists represented? It was Burna Boy and Mr. Eazi. Yep. They may be Nigerians, but they are Africans first. So we are all happy to see Africans represent on this very huge platform. Many Hollywood stars passing through the festival. It is a very big deal to see these two African acts represent Africa on this very, very huge platform. We were definitely excited to see Mr. Eazi and Burna Boy headline the show. Now moving on to our next story. This week, one of the stories that trended in the Ghanaian industry very much was Sarkodie and Strongman split. Should I call it split? Like their contract ended. They actually had a 2-year contract which ended, and the artist, that is Strongman, did not extend the contract. It has really got people talking this week. The SarkCess music label actually released a statement of the contract saying that they actually parted ways with the rapper, that is Strongman, on a very good note, and if he needs help, they are going to give him in any way they possibly can. But Ghanaians ain't having it, as they are accusing Sarkodie of not doing much to help Strongman's career when he was signed onto his music label. People have taken to social media to express their view and their disappointment in Sarkodie, saying he has so many opportunities to showcase his artist, that is Strongman, but they saw actually nothing. And if the guy has left and did not extend his contract with the music label, he probably saw that too and decided to leave. So in the midst of all this, Strongman actually tweeted something like, most footballers turn to be bad coaches, don't be deceived. And now everybody is thinking, oh, okay, is this a jab to Sarkodie? Because maybe he's trying to tell us that he might be a very good rapper but not manager. But Strongboy has come out to say that no, that is not it. He was actually referring to Manchester United's game with Barcelona over the week. He was actually talking about Man U's coach. So it has nothing to do with his issue with Sarkodie. So in the midst of all this confusion, Shatta Wale made a tweet that actually got all of us, me included, wondering or like actually thinking that he was jabbing Sarkodie, even though he didn't mention his name. Like, you know, looking at the tenses and all that thing in that tweet, we are thinking he's actually jabbing Sarkodie. He just tweeted something like, if an artist signs an up-and-coming artist and he is unable to extend the contract with him, it means that artist is broke, because if you are signing somebody, it is an investment of the money you've made. So if you're unable to continue with the contract with the person, that means you are broke. And who has just ended a contract with an artist? Sarkodie. So he might not have mentioned his name, but we know it is him. He is referring to, like, right? Yep. So like we are just going to sit around and see how the story plays out. Now moving on to our next story, we are still on Shatta Wale, and this time he is having issues with veteran high life musician Aka Blay.
We are taking the girls away.
Aka Blay actually in an interview passed a comment about Shatta Wale's music, saying Shatta Wale's music don't have any good impact on the youth, rather it makes them go wayward, and this comment did not sit well with the self-acclaimed dancehall king, and he actually took to Twitter to bash Aka Blay, saying that if Aka Blay meets him, Shatta Wale, anywhere, he better hide because he is going to chop some slaps. Also adding that some artists that are, you know, their fame has gone down, want to jump on his to be popular, but he is not going to give him that chance. However, he said a whole lot of other things which we can't actually say, and sometimes we really hope Shatta will calm down and let certain issues pass or deal with certain issues differently, because I mean, all that insults also not necessary. Now moving on to our next story, Tiny is in the news again for what? Well, this time he is actually complaining that he should have been in the VGMA Artist of the Decade category. And I am wondering, like, how long has he been away? And since he came, he has been complaining about not being given the chance, you know, so many things, complaining about a whole lot of things. Like, I mean, come on, Tiny. You need to put in the work so that we can support you. Like, Tiny has been bringing or complaining a whole lot about the industry since he decided to come back into the music industry, and I mean, it's one complaint after the other. Now moving on to our next story, hip life music duo Keche were in the news this week for signing a new deal with Golden Empire Legacy record label. Yep, according to reports, the deal is $500,000. Yeah, you heard right. Like, that is a lot of money, and we're actually wondering if it is true that it is actually $500,000, but well, that is what the reports are saying. So what can we say? Congratulations to Keche. We are looking out to see what changes this new deal is going to bring to the music duo. Now moving on from Keche signing a new deal to Wizkid being featured on Beyonce's forthcoming album. Yes, right, yep. According to the leaked track list, Wizkid is featured on a song which is said to be titled Young's Rhythm. Yeah, Young's Rhythm. So, you know, Wizkid is that kid. He is going international, from Drake to Naomi Campbell, now to Beyonce. Like, he is actually doing everything. And on that same forthcoming album with a track where Beyonce featured Rihanna. Did you see that one coming? I didn't though. That song is actually produced by Nigerian producer, and that is Davido's producer, Kidomina. Yeah, him. He actually produced that song, which is also on the forthcoming album, which Wizkid is featured on. So go Nigeria, but remember, they are Africans first, so we are all rooting for them, and we are so excited to hear this news. Okay, now on to our next and last story. One of the new kids on the block in Ghanaian music industry, Kwame Eugene, is said to have set a record in the Ghanaian music industry, becoming the first Ghanaian to have released music video to every single song on his album. Yeah, his Rockstar album, which has 13 songs on it, has a music video to each of them, including Wallahi, Angela, Wish Me Well. Yeah, from all that songs to all the rest on the album has a video to it. Yeah, this kid is not sleeping at all. He is actually doing everything he can, and he actually deserved that. So congratulations to him and Links, and especially to Richie for, you know, bringing out all these talents and, you know, pushing them to go higher and further. Now this will be the end of our stories for this week. We are moving on to our video of the day, and for our video of the day this week, this pastor of Obinim is actually supposed to mention Range Rover Evoque. Now hear what he said.
Range Rover, they are showing you today. I had Range Rover, Volvo, Volvo.
Hey, Jesus Christ!
I had Range Rover, Volvo. Range Rover, Volvo. Okay.
You yourself, what you are saying, is this you to your ear?
That is the end on the scoop for this week. Don't laugh too much. I will see you in another episode next week. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media at Extra O TV. And guess what? Our new show that is trending this week is coming up this week actually, so you don't want to miss it. If you are subscribed, you are definitely going to get a notification. If you are not, you know you've got to subscribe so that you can get all of our updates on trending this week. Catch you next week. Bye.